Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Ethan, and I am I'm the founder of Fastline. Fastline is the aim of Fastline is to be a low-cost coach operator in the United Kingdom in partnership with the German brand of Flixbus. Flixbus has been around since 2011. They've been providing a low-cost coach service in Germany and around Europe. It's a partnership, so we would run their services but under our name, and also it's also to gain profit as well, um, as the market is very tight at the moment with many other operators such as National Express, Megabus, who are the nation's largest coach operators as well. So who are we? So Fastline is a new low-cost coach company partnered with Flixbus. We are located in the United Kingdom. We have a depot based, or will have a depot based at London City Airport, down in one of the old former car parks. It is because of the proximity to London Victoria Coach Station, and of course close to the M11 to run coaches up to Cambridge, and to keep it on to have one centre hub. The offices would also be there as well. We would also have the latest fleet available. Most of our coaches will be second hand, but hopefully by 2023 we'll have an electric coach fleet. So, marketing mix. The USP, so our unique selling point is our pricing. We're the cheapest express coach company in the UK, starting from 85 pence. We also offer luxury and comfortable travel for long distance journeys. Our pricing is to be competitive with National Express and Megabus, who are currently the UK's largest coach providers, running from Victoria to around the UK. Our promotion will be done by advertising, such as in magazines, television and posters, such as these gorgeous looking posters here that I designed myself. And they will be distributed also in television commercials and magazines as well. And the market's also very tight as well, I forgot to add. So our destinations, so these are our planned first destinations as well. So our planned first destinations will start from London, so our main hub will be London Victoria, where we will stop at Liverpool Street and Stratford, two major connection points to for coaches as well, with services to Cambridge, which will stop at Trumpington Park and Ride in the city centre, and of course extended up to Norwich from Victoria. The rest of the routes here are all planned routes, which I planned out myself, with expansion plans to Colchester with extra services to Southend and Ipswich, York with extra services to Scarborough in the summer, and Brighton with extra services to Seabourn and Seaford and Eastbourne. Now, the design of the livery is simple green and yellow branding, easily recognisable. The coaches are Katana Levantes because they have good access for disabled customers and can hold 57 passengers with up to 2 crew. The coaches are luxury inside with comfortable seating, and they all have Wi-Fi and plug sockets. The coaches will have air conditioning, seat belts which will also be VR compliant, accessible for disabled customers. The coaches can seat 57. They also have toilets on board as well. I've kind of repeated myself a little bit on there, I do apologise. But this is our design of the livery, with the branding of Fastline and Fastline Air. Fastline Air would run on our 087 service to Norwich because it would serve Stansted Airport, and the standard livery would just be this plain green and yellow looking design. So company uniform and policies. The company uniform will be a white shirt with the logo to the left-hand side. It will have a green clip-on tie with the logo on as well. Unfortunately, I'm not wearing that as I couldn't get that in enough time, unfortunately, so that is kind of my own fault. Policies in the company that all drivers are required to wear the correct uniform to work. They must be respectful to customers and do not discriminate any customers, no matter race, colour of skin, sexuality, gender, all of that. And they must also complete the checks and look after the coaches as well. Safety, which is a very important factor when you're running a coach company, is that all drivers must complete the first use check to see if the coach is safe and usable for public service. This is an important factor as customer safety is very important. Passengers also must wear a seatbelt on board the coach at all times, and all coaches must have a first aid kit. Smoking is illegal on board public transport, including vaping and e-cigarettes. And as an rough idea of what a first use check is, I designed this myself, but with the help of a friend of mine. But basically, these are the things you have to look out for on a first use check, including the lights, whether they're safe, visible, and all of that. Make sure they haven't got any cracks, the brakes, all of the things about how a bus works, all have to be checked, including the body. And it's slightly different on a bus, but the bus is also similar. Environmental. All of our coaches are ULEZ compliant with the latest Euro engine. The latest Euro engine is Euro 6. They are all clean. All coaches have AdBlue, which is good for the environment and as it keeps the engines clean. We're planning to go fully electric by 2023. The environmental impacts are common for, of course, for London, as you now have the ULEZ zone, congestion charge, and the low emission zone, which are charges you have to pay when you drive a coach or a vehicle into London. It is all done by the emissions on the vehicle itself. The financing, we'll have our own finance office based at the depot. Our coaches will be bought second hand, but the newer vehicles would be leased, which starts around 90,000 per vehicle when we lease from Scania. The wages for the coach drivers will be £12.50 an hour, and will follow domestic driving hours and would be given duties and paid a certain amount for the hours. Is there any questions?